Yeah, so a huge number of challenges there that you had to overcome, and good to see that the maps and geospatial data helped there.
Well, one of the things that's happened to me as a result of going through this whole process is that I've become a real enthusiast for a number of things. Like I know a lot more about seismic activity and earthquake faults and those areas. But the other thing that I think has been incredibly exciting, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with all of the people who work in the areas that provide mapping information for us. And I must admit, I always thought it must be a pretty dull job. And yet what I came to learn was that not only was it not a dull job, I mean, they were flying an aircraft and doing mapping, they were going out on locations, they do a lot of work on computers, so that was really, really interesting watching them putting all of the information in. But good mapping and good data was really at the core of our ability as a city to begin to recover. And I actually would have to say that I now think of it as one of the more interesting and exciting aspects of local government or the governing process in New Zealand. Without that information, we couldn't function. So the people involved in that work became some of the most important people that we were working with throughout, particularly the early weeks of the disaster. But even now, actually, as we go around and we're replanning our city, we call it reinventing our city, again, mapping and that geospatial data is at the core of everything that we do. So a large amount of my time and my staff's time is spent sitting down with the mapping people. You need a clear visual system that everybody can understand so that the information is not only accessible to the people who are giving out the safety information or the recovery information, but for the engineers and all of those different disciplines that are involved in the work that we do. We rely on mapping.
Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.